ISN Sports Network. I'm Zane Hitch, and today I'll be interviewing senior swimmer Charlie Horey.
Thank you, Zane. Thanks for having me.
How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about last season and how it's affecting this season. Because as many people know, some people don't know, the swimming team did not have any competitions last year.
Yeah. So yeah, as you know, and as most people know, all our seasons were pushed back due to COVID-19. So swim actually, instead of starting in late November and mid-November, it actually started in the spring. So it lined up with 8 different sports, and so it was pretty tough. I think we had about, on average, probably 6 to 7 guys at practice per day, and it was a big impact on our team with no competition, especially with the lack of swim meets. So it was only practices. So it's kind of like a mentality of guys trying to stay in shape and train for the upcoming year. And it was rough for our seniors because they couldn't have any competition, but they showed up to as much as they could, and they were really effective on our team. So I think we made the most of the situation we had.
Did less seniors kind of come out than they would? Could you tell their spirits are kind of disturbed?
Yeah, you could say that. I think we did the best we could. A lot of kids were pretty down about the situation, but they realized that any opportunity is better than no opportunity, and it kind of helped build on our team environment.
All right. How much did you guys end up practicing? Did you practice every day of the week?
Yeah, so we were able to practice Monday through Friday at Overlake Pool in Bellevue, and we practiced at 5:45 in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was either 5:45 or 5:25 in the morning, but so that was every day outside. So
every day was in the morning.
Every day in the morning, outside. I know it was tough. So we get up and some people get up around 4:15. I'd get up at 4:30. I had the luxury of getting up at 4:30. Then I'd buzz over to Bellevue and get in the pool and swim. And I'll tell you, the first jump in that pool was freezing. But then after that, it's all fine. It's pretty amazing when you can see the sunset when you're swimming. So that's I found that pretty enjoyable. But other than that, it was not my favorite.
Can imagine. What was the closest you guys actually got last year to a competition?
I think we had some interest from other teams in doing virtual racing, and the closest we got to competition was when we swim against another team. We would do times in practice. So let's say you swim a race in practice, they'd time it and send it to the other team, and we compare times and stuff like that. And it's kind of like, it was challenging because the race environment, it's better when there's kids actually there, so you get to swim against someone. But it's kind of like we'd line up, swim our races, they'd time us, and then we'd check our times over the weeks, and we'd compare the other teams. So that's how we kind of competed.
Would your practices kind of stay fairly consistent to how they are today? Your practice plans and stuff? Yeah,
I'd agree. I think our practices this year are a lot more structured. We have 4 days a week, but we have 6 practices. So we have Tuesdays we'll have a morning practice and an afternoon practice, and then Monday we'll have afternoon, Wednesday we'll have afternoon, and then Thursday we'll have afternoon. Friday morning we'll have a practice before school, and then our swim meet usually Friday. So like this Friday we'll have a practice in the morning, and then we'll have our meet after school.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have you noticed a difference in your performance after a year without competition?
Yeah, definitely. Coming back into swim this year has been tough, just based on so I came back from football, and it's a whole different beast, swimming. So you just kind of feel that difference. Whereas last year I was just kind of waiting for swim to come, and then when it was there, all I could do was focus on the swim.
Yeah.
With this season, however, it's kind of just shift from football to swimming, so I'm kind of jumping back into shape and stuff like that. And some practices are tougher than others. But last year I feel like I was doing well, but this year it's just going to take a little bit of a while. But we do have our winter break training, which will help a lot, so I'm really excited for that.
What are you guys doing for your winter break training?
We're going outside again. So except instead of the 5:25 starts, it will be about 10 a.m.
Okay.
And it'll be out at Mercer Island, so it's going to be nice. We get to an hour and a half practices Monday through Friday for both weeks, and it's going to be fun.
Oh, that'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Have you noticed a step back with the competition too in this year without any meets? Everybody's kind of had a setback.
Yeah, I definitely, especially for the underclassmen who've never experienced a swim meet before coming out today. It's kind of tough to understand that mentality. And we've had 2 swim meets so far, and the first one we tried to get people as amped as we could.
Yeah.
And I think after that one, we've made practice more of a competitive place. we race a lot in practice. We race each other, and we're trying to get a mentality of that. Everything's a competition, no matter what. And I feel like if we get that in time for metros and districts and state, we're going to be a real powerhouse.
Yeah, I've noticed you guys have a good record so far.
Yeah, 2-0. 2-0. It's exciting.
Have you noticed the same like setback in level of like swim and everything from these other teams? Like, do you think it was harder for them than it was for you guys with the year without it?
That's a good one. I definitely think it impacted everyone greatly.
Yeah.
I think it kind of serves as like a level playing field for a bunch of people because we're all set back in certain ways. Some schools didn't even have a swim team season last year, so I think we're in a pretty good place, and especially with Coach Shooty working us every day. Like, I feel like really positive about that.
That's good. What is the biggest setback, and if you could pinpoint one thing from the year without any competition?
Team chemistry. I think that's our biggest setback. I feel like if we had that full season, we had that full like competition season, we would have team chemistry off the charts. It's tough with little underclassmen. We're trying our best with our senior leadership and junior leadership that the guys who understand what the process is like are teaching the younger kids, the freshmen and sophomores, how it kind of rolls. And we have a lot of kids stepping up and getting out of their element in different events or swimming and just trying to work their hardest. And we have a big support. So we want just our team chemistry to kind of meld back together. And I feel like we have a great chance this year.
That's good. That's good. So, is the team going to be able to get over this setback and have a super successful season, do you think?
Yeah, so I think this setback is pretty much almost behind us as a team because our chemistry is melding really well together. And as successful as I want everyone to drop time. I want everyone to get in their best shape. I want everyone to do their best. And our goal is to place at Metro, District, and State. Yeah. So that's a solid goal. We want to win out most swim meets, and some we won't win, some we will win. It's all dependent, but it's all dependent on kids. Excuse me for a second. It's all dependent on kids coming to work every day and then having that can-do mindset and attitude. I think if they have that, we're gonna thrive.
Myself, I did not know how much of a role that team chemistry played in swimming. I mean, obviously it is a team sport, but it's not the same type of team sport as football or basketball or something like that.
Exactly.
So, can you talk a little bit more about how chemistry plays a role in which aspects?
Yeah, definitely. I know swimming's an individual sport, and it's like everyone has their own lane. But during practices, everyone fills up different lanes. They're all similar kids around their same speed or age level. So it's kind of just like a culmination of all that in practice. You get to talk to your buddies and stuff like that, and work hard. And when you're competing with each other, it builds everything. So like swimming next to your friend during practice is not going to be the same as swimming next to an opponent. Yeah. But it's going to build almost the same.
Okay.
So I think that's what our team chemistry relies on. It relies on people coming to practice with the mindset that I'm going to beat this guy, I'm going to beat this guy, you're not going to beat me. And then that kind of just builds.
Get a bit better.
Everyone gets excited. Yeah, everyone gets better.
Well, thank you so much, Charlie.
Thank you for having me, Zane. Thank
you
so much.
Great day and a great season.
Thank you, and have a great Christmas break.
Thank you. You too. That's ISN Sports Network. I'm Zane Hitch signing off.